The world may end soon because of this. Imagine an abandoned apartment where the last family in the world is eating their dinner sitting around a fire. They found 2 cans of beans, and that's the good news. The bad news is that they'll use up their whole supply of oxygen in 2 days. It had never been so cold on Earth because the sun was sharing its warmth with us, supporting life and giving hope. It doesn't shine anymore though, and this family of survivors hasn't seen daylight for a few months. They move slowly, they don't talk, saving precious oxygen and energy and just waiting for the end to come. If you're enjoying our videos, be sure to like and subscribe. Also, hit that little bell icon to be notified every time we post a new video. Even though such a scenario looks like a fiction movie, it's nevertheless possible. Most scientists state that our civilization will most likely die due to our own inventions, such as nuclear power. People love killing each other more than anything, so our world will likely be destroyed in a nuclear war. Another possible scenario is a pandemic caused by a new type of biological weapon. However, there are still many natural hazards that may destroy our planet anytime, no matter what we do. Even if someday there will be no wars and people from all over the world will live in peace, our planet will still be prone to various natural threats. Let's just remember the dinosaurs. They didn't plan a nuclear war. They didn't pollute the atmosphere or experiment with viruses. They'd been living in harmony with Mother Nature, but a giant asteroid ruined everything. There are hundreds of asteroids in outer space. They collide and change their direction every minute, so there is always a chance that we will end up like the dinosaurs. However, this is only one of a dozen possible scenarios that have nothing to do with our politics and technological development. We know that our life is impossible without our huge radioactive star, the Sun. It made the development of different life forms possible. However, it can easily erase our species as well. Astronomers even know how it would happen because they've seen what this giant fireball can do. In 2012, astronomers observed a coronal mass ejection, an eruption of burning matter into space. This shot blazed past the spot where our planet has been just a day before. Scientists say that if this shot hit the target, we would still suffer from consequences. These explosions usually don't harm us directly because Earth is far enough from the Sun. But effects of coronal mass ejections are nevertheless noticeable. Billions of charged particles are thrown at our magnetic field, triggering geomagnetic storms. Visually, such a process looks like the aurora borealis. These charged particles directly affect our electrical grids, inducing electrical currents in long-distance power lines and blasting high-voltage transformers, especially at high latitudes. The most powerful coronal mass ejection in recent history happened in 1989. 6 million people in New Jersey and Canada were left without power. In 1859, an even more powerful eruption occurred, sending series of currents racing through power lines and sparking fires. There were also northern lights in Cuba, which shocked everyone who witnessed these events. Such events occur once in a few centuries. Mathematicians say that there is a 12% probability that another storm will occur in the next 10 years. However, our telescopes allow us to detect such storms at the very moment when they occur, so we can estimate the danger and brace for impact, activating current-blocking devices and initiating various emergency protocols. On the other hand, we can't minimize the damage from some other cosmic threats. For example, there are asteroids and comets. They can affect us directly, literally hitting us in the back. The asteroid that had destroyed the dinosaurs was just 6.2 miles wide, which is a ridiculous size compared to the size of our planet. Given that the diameter of Earth is about 8,000 miles, such a collision would be compared with a bug hitting a windshield. But this little asteroid caused multiple earthquakes and tsunamis, wiping off the biggest creatures in history from the surface of our planet. Earth scientists claim that even an object a fraction of that size would destroy the human race. The thing is that even an object as small as 0.6 miles wide approaching us at a right angle at high speed would throw up so much pulverized rock that we wouldn't see the sun for many months. We would be unable to deal with the soot from wildfires and debris falling from above. All this garbage being thrown into the atmosphere would heat up, boiling dry everyone unfortunate enough to find themselves in this cosmic oven. After the heat, the dust and smoke would cause a so-called impact winter, killing crops and leading to mass starvation. The good news is that big asteroids hit our planet rarely. Scientists say that your chance of dying because of a giant asteroid is just slightly higher than that of dying of a brick falling from the roof of a skyscraper. However, in both cases, it only takes one to end the game. This is a reason why in 1998, the Congress requested NASA to launch the Space Guard Survey. The scientists' goal was to identify 90% of asteroids bigger than half a mile. This goal was achieved only in 2010. Now NASA continues to identify any big cosmic objects that may be dangerous for our species. We now have a list of 15,000 big rocks drifting in space. Fortunately, none of them are going to hit us in the nearest future. And if something goes wrong, we may have a few decades to plan our response. The European Space Agency, along with NASA, created a joint project called ADA, Asteroid Impact and Deflection Assessment. They're going to test several possible strategies of protection, including the use of a gravity tractor when the asteroid Didymos, not the dangerous one, approaches us in 2022. However, governments are more interested in wars, and asteroid redirect mission has problems with funding. Thus, when a huge asteroid arrives to wipe us off the planet, nuclear missiles may turn out to be our only solution. At least we'll use them to save lives, not to take them. Alright, Top Fivers, if you haven't already, make sure to visit our other channel, The Brilliant, for even more interesting list videos that'll blow your mind. But I'm warning you, the videos over on The Brilliant are extremely addicting to watch as well. There'll be a link in the description to the channel, so make sure to come and visit us. Or you can go to our latest video popping up on screen right now. Oh, and have you visited thefinestpost.com to enjoy the most amazing articles you'll ever get to read?